My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Wildfrost. It's time to get a W. I mean, how could we not with Nog Scrap, excuse me, starting with one bomb on them? I'd rather not, please. We have Marley, who restores 3 health on kill, has 4 damage, acts on a counter of 4, also has 10 health. And then we have Carl4, who has 11 health, 6 damage, acts on a counter of 5, and restores 4 health on kill. The cooler Marley. But I do want to play Shade Mances more than I want to play Snow Dwellers. Also, acting every 4 rounds is a significant difference. I'm going to take Marley. Or am I? You're looking like a Disnomia to me, friend. Let's rename you, and then let's go. Having someone to help me set up damage instances on characters seems useful. I'm gonna take Spike. It'll make it easier for me to actually hit those kills in order to get extra health back on the character that is going to be doing defending in a secondary line for us. I'm Bravos Patel. Oh, I love this fight with Spike. Pangoon is already going to have some difficulty with our board. The Wild Snoof in the backline is kind of annoying, in that it has 9 health right now, so I can do 4 and then 3 damage to it in order to take it down to only having enough health that it dies to Spike. It's got a plus 5 HP charm on it. That's the real reason this is an issue. How would I line up more kills at the same time if I were going to? Because right now I'm taking them out 1 by 1 by 1, which is possibly the worst way to do it. The worst I ever did. So part of it's definitely another Tarblade on the Wild Snoof right now. I could freeze the Wild Snoof in order to try and give myself more time. I could get the Chungoon to take the hit against Spike here, so they're set up for Disnomia to be able to kill them next turn. That's a setup for a 2-kill. Right, because then next turn, Pangoon attacks Spike and dies, Disnomia attacks Chungoon, it dies, and then I can Tarblade the Wild Snoof for the final piece of damage. So really, I'm just summoning a Junjun in order to protect my top line unit. I think this is correct. So now Pangoon attacks Spike, Disnomia attacks Chungoon, and the Tarblade kills Wild Snoof, all in the same turn, getting me a triple kill. See, if you just wrap your noggin around it for a bit. Noggin, I guess, is your noggin, but comprised entirely of weed? I don't know. Let's re-roll this. Unless we want to throw a Blizzard bottle at the Goblin in the top line. Or even at the Waddlegoon right now, who's intending to smack back quite hard. I think I actually will freeze the Waddlegoon. I think I'm also going to do 1 instance of damage to the Goblin on the top line before cycling my hand here. Let's also keep you around. Beautiful, beautiful. So Disnomia intends to attack for 4 damage. I can do 3 damage here. That'll set the Waddlegoons now down to 2 health. So if I wanted to, I could suddenly kill them. So, okay, here's... I throw a Tarblade at the top line. And then next turn, I throw another Tarblade there, killing that Goblin, and then Pangoon, Waddlegoons, Pangoon, and Pangoon all strike Spike and die. This is good. This is money. Ooh, that's money. Oh, is that ever money? Love it. Now, Big Peng is going to do 6 damage to a specific line as well, so I definitely don't want to set up the Sunburst 2-2 to give Disneymere a disadvantage against that. Do I want to cycle right now? Yes, because Disneymere can just front the next line and we'll be fine. So realistically, I'm just digging for a reasonable amount of Tar Blades. Jinjin blocks Big Peng. Almost wish I didn't set up Disneymere to kill there, because the respawn could have just been more money. Maybe that's the later game strats. A Charm and a Blinksnail Cave for the early game. That's a lot of that's a lot of confidence in my current deck that I have to take that path. I really want to have a Traveler and some treasure to start working with. Big Berry. On kill, restores 2 health to self and allies in row. There's also Demona for applying Demonize to enemies on a counter of 3. Very good for setting up Disneymere's kills quite effectively. Snuffle applies 1 snow to all enemies on a counter of 4. I think I'm leaning more towards Big Berry or Demona here than Snuffle. Slightly more towards Big Berry. Although splitting the on-kill triggers between 2 different targets isn't great, but Disneymere doesn't need to be activating theirs if Big Berry is. Take a Demona. Why? Because I've seen Big Berry a couple of times, so I want to see what Demona can do. I've taken Demona, what, once? Okay, look, I did my spicy thing, and now it's time to take the Pink Berry juice, right? I did the spice, and now I get to do the juice. Ooh. You know, I might take Tusk here, actually. While active, add 3 teeth to all allies. Disneymere having that will give them the ability to kill off turn. Spike having that is just 5 teeth. That's a lot of teeth. Yeah. Let's go. I've never drafted Tusk before. Again, I'm trying to make a spicy choice. I know there was Vesta there. I've taken Devacrow before. I like this. I like that. Alright, Disneymere, get out on the field. I don't love Uberbear having so much GD health on the top line there. When hit, apply 2 snow to the attacker. And in fact, that would trigger Snow Gobbler as well. Rude. So I am going to want Snow Gobbler dead before their turn. I could do that by putting Demona out. Demona applies Demonize, Disneymere kills Snow Gobbler the turn after. That would even give Disneymere the ability to soap up the damage from Uberbear on the top line quite comfortably. I could also just freeze the Uberbear on the top line for the moment. I definitely want Berry Bell played on this line. I think I'm just gonna throw Tar Blades. Disneymere is currently threatening to kill the Snow Gobbler in a single strike. Uberbear on the top line is getting much closer to being an attacker. 1 more Tar Blade sets you to 7 health. Oh, I'd love to freeze that Goblin right there. I just don't know if I can afford to. I think I'm kind of pretty far behind the 8-ball right now, unfortunately, and I need to get some more units on field. Okay, so currently the Uberbear is taking 5 damage to Hoghead Spikes, which means I would just be able to kill them next turn with Tarblade. Next turn, Frostinger is intending to attack as well. I mean, I do want Uber Bear to take that damage on the top line, but I also want to be able to respond. Without freezing. If Frosting is attacking next turn after I've applied to Demonize, they're going to be taking 6 damage to Demona. But if I could get Spike to survive, they will take lethal to Spike. So I'm going to Pinkberry Juice my Spike. So this is only a 2 kill right here. But it's 2 units that I really need off the field. Because they're causing problems. That Porcupine also has extra damage on the top line, annoyingly. I think they'll just die against Dysnomia, though. I think I can get a double kill this turn on the top line, but I can't do anything to the Goblin. So I Sunburst 2/2 Demona, who then applies a Demonize. Porcupine attacks both of us, dying against Dysnomia because of the spikes. And then Dysnomia takes out the final unit. Tusk intends to attack. Okay, I guess. For so little damage as well. Okay, so I can use a single Tar Blade to guarantee that Dysnomia in a fair few turns will take out will take out the Snow Gobbler. I guess the idea here is that Dysnomia kills in 3 turns and Bumbo attacks in 3 turns, so as long as Bumbo attacks this bottom line and doesn't kill any units, so I'm looking for extra health for Demona soon, I can just get it to die. Well, it'll double the teeth damage that it takes to Demona, I'm assuming, and then just take 5. So we're looking at 6 and 5, so that's... I'm gonna have to use a Tar Blade in advance of that. And then cycle, and then use a Pinkberry Juice. That's fine. Right? 6 and 5? Yeah. So I cycle... and then I play the Pinkberry Juice on Demona. Dysnomia kills on the top line. Wow, Bumbo attacked before Snow Gobbler? What? Why? What? Why? But the position is number 1, up here, top line. What? Why? What? I'm very confused. The fact that I have a Pinkberry Juice in the deck already means that I'm happy to go to a Charm and a Shade Sculptor because Pinkberry Juice is just so good to get another copy of. And hey, I might even have a Charm on it. Noomlin. Restore 2 health on kill. Honestly, putting that on Spike and letting Spike heal off of the units that die to them is sick. Oh, I love that idea. Let's go to the Shade Sculptor. I'm definitely still looking for the Pinkberry Juice here. Follow up with a treasure. Tiger Skull. Kill an ally. Apply 4 teeth to a random ally. The only ally I want to kill right now, obviously, is going to be Junjun, so, like, the ordering of having that out at the right time is not great. I'm going to take the Berry Blade for safety. And then go to a boss. Honestly, do I want to change my crowns at all? Kinda no. I just want to cycle until I get Tusk out. Hello, Infinoco. Oh, there's Tusk. Good to see you, buddy. We'll put Tusk out. And yeah, I'm just gonna play a Pinkberry Juice on Spike. Good heal. Play a Pinkberry Juice on Disney maybe? Actually, no, I can line them all up this turn, which is not something I'm going to be able to do on all turns, so I line them up. Currently, Porcupine intends to attack Disney's. Disney's response will be to kill the Porcupine. And Infinoco intends to do a bunch of damage to itself. Get him, buddy. Pinkberry Juice, Disney on the top line. Definitely a cycle here. Hello, Demona. Seems like it might be a good idea to put you out on the field. Pop Demona out. Now, if I wanted to get health on both Spike and Disney, I could just throw the Berry Blade against Infinoco right now. In fact, that won't count as a kill when he strikes, so I actually do want to prevent Infinoco from going off again here. So Porcupine on the bottom line is going to barrage. If I wanted to die, I could reorder my units like this in order to get it to just take enough damage to the spikes. And in fact, if it takes spikes second to spike, teeth, sorry, if it takes the teeth second from spike, it'll give spike a heal as well. Guess Tusk wants to take the damage on the top line, but I guess Disney actually wants to do damage to the Frostinger for attacking. Take out Infinoco with a Tar Blade. Welcome back, Infinoco. Although you're demonized now, so take that. I do want it to take 10 damage to Spike on the top line. I guess I'm happy putting a Junjun out on the field. Yeah, it's another unit with teeth, if nothing else. Let's cycle here. When's the next time I can set up many kills at the same time, unfortunately? I don't think there's that many opportunities left for me. So next turn, Infinoco is attacking. Next turn, Infinoco almost certainly dies. Porcupine in the back line has only 1 health, so that's pretty easy to remove. I mean, I guess I can just have 5 damage dealt against the Snow Gobbler right now, but it doesn't seem to really change much of anything. I'm gonna deal 1 more damage to you. Or 2 more damage to you and leave you on 1 health, which then makes it much easier to kill you on a following turn. Okay, so currently Infinoco strikes. Oh, currently, in fact, this even kills Demona. Don't love that. If I have Spike on the top line, then the Frostinger attacks Spike and immediately dies, healing Spike. Infinoco attacks Spike and Demona. Demona demonizes, and then Tusk kills Infinoco. So I can get a 3rd kill this turn if I let Junjun attack as late as possible, and possibly even a 4th kill if I use a Tar Blade on the Snow Gobbler on the bottom line. And then Junjun. 4-time kill. I feel pretty accomplished, frankly. Having another unit out on the board, given the fact that we're, when active, add Teeth to all allies does seem pretty good. But I like having extra spaces where I can summon things. I also don't even have any clunkers. Card draw is always pretty good for this deck, especially when you have the Tar Blade still in. Enhances the power of them pretty drastically. Frozen Traveler. I could theoretically still replace Demona for someone else. I will say, if Demona was instead Berry Man, it would actually be a lot better for us right now, I think. Ice Charm. Link's now Cave or Treasure. A Charm with Frozen Traveler afterwards. I could even try and start thinking about what will ultimately get us through the run, because, like, this is fine right now. But even with Lumen, this is going to do absolutely nothing to the final boss. I think that's the reason to go north. Noomlin, Mimic, Blingbank, and Pombum. Baby. Blingbank, this is quite early. I've only just finished the first boss. Pombum hitting all undamaged enemies is always quite good. It's a very, very useful setup for a lot of damage. I mean, Noomlin Biscuit is Noomlin Biscuit, and it's the one I'm going to take. But the other ones were there too. Broken Vase. Definitely a crown. We've got to get on Demona. And then I just cycle if I don't get Tusk in the opening hand. And then I think I'm just going to take a hell of a lot of charms here, buddy. Apply another Demon Eyes. That's really good. Apply Demon Eyes, apply Demon Eyes, apply Demon Eyes. I mean, Demona applying 2 Demon Eyes at the same time is kind of cool. I'm going to take another Charm. I might even take another after this. Gain draw 2 on kill is amazing. If I can line up Spike to just constantly be drawing cards for us, as well as restoring their own health, that's going to be incredible. Still 2 health on kill, Spike. I could even take the Goat Charm and then still get a Storm Globe. A second source of Frost in this deck could be pretty good, and that's also a preparation that would be made in with respect to the final fight. Sure, let's do it. Moko Charm, add Frenzy, but -2 damage. Unfortunately, Demona doesn't have the amount of damage to be able to do that. I think I might still hold on to that one, actually. Gonna take the Storm Globe and then wander on out of there. Let's go to the battle. Oh, this is gonna be fun. The jab jokes and Gok here. Let's pop Tusk out on the field. I'm gonna Noomlin the Pinkberry Juice. So I'm gonna Pinkberry Spike. Obviously, I have to move Jabjot offline because, or rather, Tusk offline because the Jabjot is aimless. So it'll strike Spike 2 times. Let's get this Jabjot on the top line to strike Spike 2 times rather, and then this one on the bottom line can strike 3 times, which they should probably do against Disneymere. Because ultimately Disney will heal at the end of it as long as I use a Tar Blade here. Let's go! Let's get this double kill. And this draw 2 cards. And the Demonize on Gok as well, love it. Follow up with 8 damage against that character. Let's get a Berry Bell out there while we can as well. I don't really want to throw the Berry Blade away. We're cycling into another Pinkberry Juice, obviously, you know, further down in the deck. Closer to our next Pinkberry Juice again. Possibility of getting the Sunburst 2/2 to get Disney to score a kill next turn, but that doesn't line up that many kills, unfortunately. Gok is currently only taking 5 damage on that top line. No, I'm gonna keep the Gobbling around. I think I should be so ahead of the enemies in this fight specifically that it really doesn't make sense for me to not just lord over them a little bit here, I think. This is the play that gives me the ability to kill 3 at a time soon? Right? Next turn I would have a setup for just rolling a Berry Blade against Pygmy. Gok on the top, no. I need 2 attackers to be able to do something like that. Because Jabjote's definitely going to be attacking, and definitely going to be attacking Spike, definitely going to be dying, right? That's how I'm going to set that up. How do I kill more units at the same time later? Because I can't kill 2 this turn. Pygmy on the bottom line is going for Demonize. If I put anyone else in that line, I'll kill the Pygmy. So I'd prefer that not to happen. So that I can line them up. If Demona demonizes Gok on the top line, they'll get demonized again in return. Jabjote on the top line attacks next turn. Pygmy on the bottom line would have to die to something next turn. So yeah, no, I can get like a maximum of 2 kills next turn, which is not good. I can get a lot of healing on Spike if I let Demona do the effect here and then Berry Blade in order to get more health on Spike. Then the Jabjote will attack. Honestly, that's probably the best way to go about that, but that would require me holding onto this hand right now. The only way I can really see myself holding onto this hand is if I throw a Tar Blade against the Gobbling on the bottom line this turn. Get some money out of it. Berry Blade on Gok gets the kill. Excuse me? No allies to heal? What? Berry Blade. Restore health to the front ally equal to the damage dealt. Spike. Cannot be recalled. Restore to... What? Berry Blade hits Gok dealing 6 damage. What? I have to assume that's a bug. A very strange bug that I don't really know the edge cases off, unfortunately. I should probably freeze Gok on the top line. Unfortunately, with the Demonize I have on pretty much all of the targets on the field right now, that is lethal. That would be lethal that they would be doing. Oh, actually, I'll cycle. I've got Junjun Mask in the next stand. Pop that out on the top line. You can take some damage for even hitting me. How dare you. I'm gonna put some additional health on Disnamir, who's gonna need to do some tanking here on the bottom line a little bit. So Muttonhead intends to attack for 8 damage to our front line. Spike will kill the Jabjote on the top. I could get the Porcupine to die this turn as well by giving it the Sunburst 2/2 so it attacks. It's a 2-time kill combo. I'm not going to get many more of those in this fight. So I can do a Demonize and then 8 damage to Gok on the top line. Let's give some health to Disnamir, who's going to still need to be in the front line. Throw a Tarblade at Gok. Okay, I don't think there's any way I can kill Muttonhead on the bottom line in a reasonable period of time here. I guess I could freeze Gok. And then Muttonhead even next turn. Give myself more ability to really dictate the terms at the end of this fight. Sure. Freeze Gok for 3 turns. I cycle, I draw into my other freeze. I guess I can even just use Junjun here. And in fact I will, because the Junjun will deal damage, courtesy of having its own spikes. So I can do 2 damage to the enemy, and then demonize them. I'm gonna use a Berry Blade while Disneymir's out in front in order to get the health on them. Use a big Tar Blade. Okay. So if I get Muttonhead on the bottom line, that doesn't get a kill unless I use a Tar Blade. Gok can't just attack here, otherwise Disney immediately dies. So like I'd have to be sacrificing Demona or something like that on the top line if I wanted to get this turn. Or use a Berry Bell, but that prevents me from being able to use Tarblade. It feels like what I should do actually is freeze Gok, let Muttonhead attack Spike. So now I've just got these 2 units on field, and the next time one of my units attacks, I end the game, basically. Let's cycle. There's pink berry juice. I mean, they still want to attack in 3 turns time each, right? So, like, an ordering like this is completely fine. Just as long as I keep both of the units above enough health to survive. I cycle. Gok attacks Spike, dies. Muttonhead attacks Disney, dies. End turn. Two-time combo? I mean, look, we didn't get the maximum crowns over the course of that fight, but we got a fair few. Charm Merchant. I mean, another dupe, but I don't really have a card that's well upgraded right now. Pom Mask. Pom, while active, add Barrage to all enemies. Oof. Summon a Sheep Opera on the other side. When destroyed, deal 8 damage to allies in the road. The thing is, I'm not really capable of destroying that unit effectively. Totem of the Goat! Before an enemy attacks, apply a Demonize to them. That's just what Demona's supposed to be doing. I'll take the Totem of the Goat. Boy. Yeah, I really don't have anything I want to dupe right now. I'm gonna go to the Charm Merchant. Show me some damage charms. Greed. That's not bad. Deal 1 additional damage for every 50 you have. There's also Smackback. Oh, wow. Putting Smackback on Disney would also be pretty fun. There's even a Scrap Charm there. There's also Blaze Tea. Add Frenzy. Increase counter by 1. Consume Aimless. If I had the ability, taking that and Smackback would be pretty good. If I gave Demonize, Smackback, and the Moko Charm to Disney's turns, I mean, I could possibly heal twice, but also Disney would strike an enemy for 2 and then strike them again for 4 because of the first Demonize, leaving a Demonize afterwards. I think Smackback's exactly what we're looking for here. And Disney, you get Smackback. You're gonna apply Demonize to enemies. And you've got 2 less damage, but you got a Frenzy. Alright. I think that's about right. Let's go to the Frozen Traveler and then immediately regret my decisions when I find a better target. Foxy? Jumbo, Shen. I guess Shen would be good for a Smackback theoretically, I guess, maybe? Jumbo definitely can't go in this deck. I mean, Shen probably doesn't even go in this deck, to be frank. They could try and replace Demona right now, who's not particularly good when Totem of the Goat is in the deck instead. Sure, I'll take Shen and I'll replace Totem with Demona with it. Okay. That Grumble's got double damage right now, unfortunately. Annoying. I think Shen's gonna be really slow for this fight, and I want to get to Tusk as soon as possible. But I have to play Pinkberry Juice and Totem the Goat at the absolute least. Are there 2 more cards I could play usefully there? I mean, yes. Fine. I'll put Shen out. Put them all on the bottom line so that I can hit them with the Berry Bell. I mean, I guess I could put the Totem the Goat out in order to get 2 extra damage on Grumble right now. And the Totem the Goat's got to go out sooner rather than later. Sure. So I could get Dysnomia back on full health with a Berry Blade to Grumble, taking them out right now. Or I could just let Grumble kill or attack against Spike next turn. Unfortunately, that narrative requires a different response to Bigfoot on the top line next turn as well. I think I can do that. Oh, Pinkberry Juice Dysnomia on the top line. So Bigfoot attacks, gets hit back for 4 and then another 4, and then Dysnomia attacks, hitting for 4 and then another 4. We take the target out. Grumble attacks Spike on the bottom line and is also taken out. I guess I'm just most precious about Dysnomia's health on the top line, so I'm just going to throw a Berry Blade against the Bigfoot. Ooh, the smackback did continue. No, that was a normal attack. Smackback was triggered previously. My own normal attack followed afterwards, which is what triggered. Good. So the Woolly Drek intends to eat a random ally, absorbing their effects. Man, I'd love to put Tusk out on the field right now. So I will. You killed the goblin! I love it when they kill the goblin! Now I just have to attack the Woolly Drek in order to get a bunch of HP. Grumble on the top line currently doesn't die against Spike unless I use a Tar Blade to set it up. I hope I get a Tar Blade in the next hand that's worth a damn. No, I don't. Interesting. So without that, I guess I could get Dysnomia up on the top line. You'll take 6, and then I'll respond with 4 and 4, killing you. Then I've got time to Noomlin my Pinkberry. Both of those Bigfoots have a lot of damage. I'm gonna freeze them. Buy myself some more time to respond to them at times I feel more appropriate to me. I mean, Bigfoot on the top line, unfortunately, is aimless. So I'm not guaranteed they're going to be attacking Disneymer. I could just return Shen into the deck. Shen doesn't need to be here. I'm removing a lot of my ability to do instances of hits to the Woolly Drek, unfortunately, though. So if I remove Shen from the field, I put Tusk down on the bottom line. The Bigfoot attacks for 7, gets dealt 6 back in the attempt, and then is dealt another buttload. Do I have 2 cards in this hand I want to play? Because if I commit to playing any of these cards, I have to play the other card as well. Probably not. Alright, I'm gonna throw Shen back into the deck. I'm gonna put Tusk on the bottom line, and then I'm going to cycle early. Actually, do I want to cycle early? What about a play where I put Junjun Mask on the top line and then just have a Blizzard Bottle ready to freeze someone in the next turn? Maybe even Woolly Drek? Sure. Bigfoot's aimless, so they could hit Junjun, or they could not. Sick. I do want to keep Woolly Drek on the field as long as I possibly can, so I hit it with a Blizzard Bottle, and then Tusk hits. So that's 8 bling we've knocked out of you. On the top line, I know Pawpaw is going to attack relatively soon, take 6 damage on the attempt, and then in response get hit with 4. Don't love this Bigfoot on the bottom line, they're a bit of a problem. I might just get Disneymer to attack this turn. Hit them with the Sunburst 2/2, so they strike the Woolly Drek twice. Because the Woolly Drek's soon to run away. I guess Pawpaw also dies against Spike. So Woolly Drek attacks with 4, is dealt 6 in the attempt, and then I respond with another 4 and another 4. That kills the Woolly Drek right before they run away. I'm also going to throw a Tarblade to the Bigfoot on the top line. Three-time kill combo. Heavy reduction of targets on the field. Okay. Oh, we have an aimless attacker in both lines right now. That's basically the worst it ever gets. Tusk currently just has to deal with the threat that they're probably going to take lethal to a Bigfoot. I don't really want the Bigfoot on the bottom line to hit Spike if possible. If they hit the Totem the Goat and then Big Lou attacks, that'd be way better. 9 and 5, 14. I could use a Pinkberry Juice to keep Spike safe in the worst case scenario, but then Tusk is not. So, like, I'm just taking a risk with one of these aimlesses at all times, no matter what here. So if I have to, let's at least keep Spike alive, because Spike's health matters, Tusk's health and damage in the next fight doesn't. Okay. Yeah, that's about as well as it could have gone for us. With the Bigfoot on the top line, I'm going to hit a Berry Blade in order to heal up Disneymer by 6. I want to find additional damage as soon as possible. Because that's really what we're missing right now. Back to Fairy Blades and such on the other side. Tusk not here and heavily decreased our damage so far. So if Grumble attacks Disneymere right now, Grumble in response gets hit for 6 damage and is left with a Tarblade. Sorry, left with the Demon Eyes. And then the Bigfoot on the top line takes 2, and then 4 is left with 3 health. Yeah, I'm gonna cycle. Not exactly what I hoped for. I think I'm gonna have to start freezing the Bigfoots. I need to be able to target them at a better opportunity for myself. I'm gonna put Spike on the top line to prevent Grumble from actually killing anything this round. And put a Junjun on the bottom line for Big Lou to attack. I'm looking to try and get multiple kills in the same turn, so... this is more of the speed we're hoping for. Berry Bell for a little bit of extra health on the top line. Now Grumble can die. They'll even give me a draw if I let them attack Spike. Berry Juice on Spike certainly seems to make sense right now. It's just, can I get a third kill this turn? I don't think so. 6 damage, takes you down to 9 health, 2, and then yeah, I definitely can't. That's okay, I don't think I need the heal on Spike right now. Plus, I can't even be guaranteed that we're gonna. Okay. So if I send a Tarblade down to the bottom line, I can guarantee that Bigfoot dies, draws cards for us as well. Yeah, I think that's about the right play for us. Pinkberry Juice on Spike. I mean, realistically, actually, just Junjun Mask on the bottom line. We're waiting for Disneymere to be able to really do damage to this enemy. So, Sunburst 2-2 on Disneymere to get them to attack right now. I can then use a Berry Blade on Big Lou in order to get a bunch of health on Spike. I can even follow up with a Pinkberry Juice on Spike. I cycled right now. Yeah, I'm not getting back to Junjun. Necessarily, at least. I'm gonna drop Shen out on the field. Why not? Start gathering numbers. I need to hit Big Lou sooner rather than later. Berry Blade would be nice, because they've got the Demon Eyes on them at the moment, so... would be a hell of a lot of damage. And then Disneymere can take the kill. Get him. Not the best combo coordination over the course of that one either, unfortunately. Spikes do make you very, very reliant on the enemy's timers, unfortunately. Ooh, Charm Merchant. Extra health on Spike would be nice, or extra health on Shen even. Obviously, Noomlin's pretty much incredible the entire time. Woolly Snail's available as well. I am a little threatened by going to a Charm Merchant and then a Woolly Snail. It feels like I'm about to spend all of the money in the entire world, whereas maybe I need more money to be able to spend that money, you know? Tigris Mask, and Chucklefish Charm on it gives it the ability to have as many charms as it needs. It didn't really change anything for us, though. Balance Charm, health, damage, and counter are set to 3. No, thank you. Flame Blade Charm, replace current damage with Apply Overburn. That's pretty cool. There's also a block charm, start with 1 block. I don't actually love any of these for this build right now. I almost feel like I would be better served going to the shop and just having more money. Something spawning with 2 block though? 1 block and then another block if it gets hit with Lumen. I was really hoping I was going to see a charm here that was going to be relevant to my Pinkberry Juices. Dang, I feel like I've struck out. I'm going to take a block charm. I'm not going to equip it yet because I don't need to, but it's probably just going to go on Spike. There's the Lumen Goop. Demon Heart for Apply Demon Eyes as well as restore 7 health. The ability to restore health to a unit like that's really good. Also, it's a hit for Shen, if I wanted to give that to them. That said, I would have to turn down a crown in order to do so, and crowns are pretty hard to turn down, especially when you have Lumen Vase. Like, a crown on Spike right now says restore 4 health on kill, draw 2 on kill, and spawn with 2 block. It's pretty good. I'm gonna take the crown. Pop that on Lumen Vase. Spike starts with the block. Oh, wow. Literally just as it's... Okay, so unfortunately, that means the unit doesn't get to double that with the Lumen Vase, which is actually quite sad. Gosh, I could maybe even just double Tusks' teeth effect instead. I'm feeling increasingly comfortable with that as I think about it, though. Let's head to the boss. Oh, Shroom Gobbler and the Pop Shroom. There's a truffle here too. Definitely got to be Tusk and then the Totem the Gotem. I really would prefer that Pop Shroom on the top line not be able to just destroy itself and me with it. So the effect activates after the attack, but the problem is the attack itself applies the 4 poison, which is a lot of poison to be applying. I guess I could just Junjun Mask on the top line, allow you to die against that. It's pretty good, actually. Do like the idea of triggering my smack back here too. think this is set up correctly. Yeah, it's about as correct as I think you can get it. Time for a cycle. Oh. So, Shroom Gobbler currently intends to attack, and in doing so will then force Puffball and Puffball both to attack, each of them applying 2 to the character. Spike would kill the Shroom Gobbler without taking damage, and then take 4 poison total, but they would also heal consistently. But then they take 4 poison damage this turn, 3 poison damage next turn. Kind of still want it though. Okay, I'm gonna Noomland my Big Berry. Let's go. Draw 4 cards. Puffball attacks, draw 4 cards. Puffball attacks, draw 4 cards. Yeah, that's my whole deck in hand. What of it? So now I can use a Pinkberry for extra health on Spike. And then a... where are we? A Berry Blade on Truffle in order to get more health on Spike as well. Now there's a Shroodles on the bottom line that intends to attack. If it hits Spike 2 times, which it will die and draw me 4 cards. Those 4 cards will be Berry Blade and the Noomland Pinkberry. What other card do I want to draw immediately again? Honestly, it's probably mostly Pinkberry Juice right now. Got him. I definitely need to throw the Pinkberry against Disney now instead. Okay. So Disney on the top line gets attacked by Truffle. Gives them a Demon Eyes. They take 6 damage. Disney responds, starts splitting up the Truffles. Truffles on the bottom line attack Spike and Split. For 8 Spikes. They're having some health troubles after that, but I think I should still go with the Lumen Vase against Tusk right now in order to enhance the Spike damage I do to targets. 6 Tusk on all of my characters. Perfect. Now, how do I kill almost all of you at the same time? Smack back on Disney is certainly one way to do it. Difficult to stop this Truffle from attacking at this different time to the others, though. Getting extra health on Spike at the moment is a simple matter of just throwing a demonized Berry Blade. Get more juice. can't slow those targets down, right? Oh, I don't want to let Tusk die. But if Tusk died... So if I let Truffle on the top line kill Tusk, and then the Truffle on the bottom line attacked, you know, anything, Junjun Mask would do. My next turn... Yep. I think I can kill 6 with this. I just have to let Tusk die in order to do it. Which I'm fine with. And Tusk dies first, so the Truffle on the bottom line doesn't attack a unit that has spikes. So here's the play. Pop everything on the line by itself, the enemies attack first. Wait, I don't have the 5! Ah! No, wait, we're still good. Yeah, I'm still good. I Tarblade the Truffle on the top line, killing it. And then we watch. One. Heal up. 2. Heal up. 3. 4. 5. That's a 6-time kill combo. It costs units. I'm not gonna say it didn't cost units, but it did, and this is true, work. Charm versus money right now. I mean, really? Give me a charm. Give me a charm. Give me a good charm. Reduce counter by 1. Not really overly enthused about that on anyone, frankly. Shan, I guess, could hold it. I guess. Why don't you? I'm gonna need some more health support if I actually want to put Shan out on the field. Oh, baby. So the hog on the bottom line is going to be attacking next turn as well. I'd like to kill all of the hogs at the same time. Currently, it looks like the best way of doing that, because Disneymere will smack back against the hog. Obviously, the spike dies. Hog dies against spike. The only way of doing that right now is using a bottle on hog to hold them for a turn, and then using a Tarblade next turn. It really slows down my setup to do that. In order to get 10 gold right now. It slows down my setup because I could use Noomlin on Pinkberry, be ready to Pinkberry next turn, have a, Totem the Goat coming out soon, Freezes out the wazoo for the Warthog. Yeah, I don't want to get to the point that I just suddenly lose by not having my preparations up. I also draw 4 cards this turn if I let Spike do this, which pretty much likely gets me to Tusk. There's Tusk. Very on Spike. Gotta get Tusk out on the field. Draw another 4. Get me back to my Noomlin card, please. There you do. Get some extra HP out there while I can. And And then I know I need to freeze the Warthog. Next turn I have to worry about 2 hogs attempting to attack. Both of them will die to spike if I just leave myself with only 1 line at the moment. In fact, I could even get Shen to take a hit here. Try to Blizzard Bottle against the Warthog on the bottom line. It's difficult. I really want to kill the Rock Hog on the top line as well. In 2 turns' time, I could get that kill. That'll be Tarblade now, and then a Tarblade later. Hog attack, lose the 2 of them. Tusk responds against a Rock Hog. Or I can get Tusk to actually do a hit against a Goblin. Draw 4 cards, Spike. Wait a second. Oh, that unit had 5 extra. Okay, that explains what was going on there. That unit had 5 extra health from a totem. We did all but 2 damage to a Warthog on the bottom line there. I could take out 2 units this turn. Can I take out 2 units this turn? The Goblin runs away before I get to do anything. I guess I have to freeze them to keep them here so that then Disneymere can strike you 2 more times, getting me... That's 12 that I get to pick up from that, so that's worth it, I think. Now, the first Warthog on the bottom line to attack immediately dies against Disneymere. I get health back for it. Second Warthog attacks Disneymere. And then, this is what I'm not certain about. If both units have Smackback and both units have Frenzy, how do their attacks interleave with one another? I do not know. I can also just put Spike on the bottom line instead. 5 damage, then I heal 4, 19 health. 1 attack, 2 attack. If I put the Totem of the Goat out, I can get the kill on both of these. I like that. I'm gonna put the Totem of the Goat out. Grand. I really like the whole drawing my entire deck situation. It's working out quite well. So I'll let Spike do that again. Not entirely certain what I should do now, though. Sunburst 2/2 on Disneymere, just to start getting some Some hits out against Razor. Doesn't seem great. I mean, if I want to, I could try and do that on the top line. So, Hog would attack, and then Disneymere would attack Warthog, which would then respond with Strike and Smackback. It would only be able to strike Disneymere 3 times before it would die. The only problem is 3 times will kill Disneymere. But that would have to be on my first strike against it. It now gets to do its entire smackback against me. That's the only way that it gets to win that combat. But I don't know that's not the case. Ugh. I can't risk it. I'm gonna use a pinkberry juice on Disneymere. Just get them healthier. Still having access to more pinkberry juices. So, Razor, you are intending to do 5 hits of 3 damage. You're gonna take 50 in response to that. You will die. Oh, man. You know, if I pinkberry Disneymere here, I think I can use the Sunburst 2-2 and get the double kill. Okay, so they interleave their attacks, like, perfectly. As in, I have Frenzy and they have Frenzy. What it looks like if we both have Frenzy and Smackback is I attack, they hit back. I attack, they hit back. Like, it starts to ignore the Frenzy instead. Maybe if it had gotten to the end of instances, but it can't get to the end of instances because each of them is a Smackback triggering a new occurrence of instances. So it just interleaves perfectly until one unit's dead? That seems strange. A shop and then removal, baby. You don't know what you're doing to me with stuff like that. Woo! Police nail, definitely. Summon a copy of an ally! Blank mask! That is ridiculous. Like, get it, just straight up summon a copy of Disneymere. Summon a copy of Spike. Unfortunately, the copy can't also have the Lumen effect. I could just summon a copy of Tusk to get a second copy of Tusk if I really wanted a second copy of Tusk, which maybe I want a second copy of... I don't know what I did. Maybe a second copy of Tusk. I do really like the idea of guaranteeing Noomlin Biscuit and Pinkberry in the same hand, but as soon as Spike gets a kill, I already do that, pretty much. Blank mask. Get a charm? Frenzy charm. Add frenzy and gain consume. So it has to not have consume first. You know, if I gave this frenzy to a pinkberry juice and then lumened that pinkberry juice at the start, I could have 16 health provided to a unit immediately. That's a lot of health. But I could also put it on a storm globe and freeze someone for 8. Well, probably 7 actually. Which in the final fights, that's relevant. That's just lock that unit that was otherwise going to be a problem until I can deal with them. Another charm. Moose charm. Increase counter by 1 and damage by 3. That's unfortunate. Disneymere would have loved that. Obviously, none of the other cards can take it. It's probably Shen that has to hold that, but still can't use it in any way. Frost Bloom. Apply 3 frost to a target. That might still be worth our time for especially the barrage enemy in the final fight. The barrage enemy in the final fight I'm not going to be able to deal with just freezing, unfortunately, because they only get frozen for a single turn. Yeah, I'm going to take Frostbloom as a versatile way to deal with those kinds of things. Then our Frenzy Charm is going on the Storm Globe. And Shen definitely doesn't want to act slower, so I'm just going to get Tusk to possibly deal 5 damage to a target. It's fine. Alright. Let's go into the final fight. Ooh! Not even the final fight, sorry. Go to a Muncher first. Hilariously, I know that there's something I still need to unlock in feeding a consume item, like a Noomlin biscuit, to the Muncher now. I really don't want to do that, like, quite deeply. Junjun's really useful in the final fights for summoning a blocker. Berry Bell's not particularly good. Very slow, very difficult to play near the end of the game. 1 Berry Bell and 1 Tarblade, I think. Do I need to change anything about my setup so far? I think not. Let's go to the Eye of the Storm. Hello, Dialer. You're a powerful one. Splinter, when an enemy is deployed, copy their effects. Oh, you nightmare. Well, I can't copy their effects. I guess I can give you this, because the effects are just the health and the... Yeah, I don't want to give you spikes, obviously. No, I play Spike, and now you've got that effect, so now you don't get other effects, so you don't get Tusks. Good. They have their own Spike, quite powerful up there in the backline. Dialer's currently threatening to frost and demonize units ridiculously. Which does make it feel like the only real damage I can do to Dialer might be with Spike in the top line. Because Spike doesn't care about being frozen. I know Spike's in the top line like that, and there's not that many otherwise attacking units on the enemy field. Spike and Bonnie both don't attack. The Lumen Vase should probably go on Tusk. Summoning another copy of Tusk, unfortunately, doesn't get a Lumen copy. I may even want to wait for the Blank Mask. Wait a while for the Blank Mask, rather. I can use a Frost Bloom on Dialer to prevent a significant amount of their outgoing damage. That will, in fact, prevent the block from even being removed, which is great. Although then Spike will have 9 stacks of Demon Eyes, which, okay, that's a bit more of a problem. Drawing towards our next hands is pretty important as well. Yeah, I'm actually just going to force the draw right now. I don't think any of these are great. I want to get the Totem the Goat out there. I'll Noomlin the Pinkberry Juice. I'll put Totem the Goat out. So currently Splinter is going to do 12 damage to themselves by attacking Disnamir, and then I respond, immediately killing that unit. Dialer is not attacking just yet, thankfully. Throw a Pinkberry Juice on Spike. And I might even summon Junjun on the top line in order to have someone to deflect some of Dyla's damage. Oh my god. Alright, let's see what happened here. So Splinter hits Disneymer, taking 12 damage from the spikes. Disneymer then responds by hitting Splinter, killing Splinter. And then... Okay, wait, what? Disneymer hits Splinter, killing them. Why did Disneymer not heal then? For 3 health. Disneymer hits Splinter, dealing 2 damage. Splinter dies. So the heal doesn't intercede? No, wait, it does. Disneymer applied 1 Demonize to Splinter, and then Disneymer heals Disneymer. So I got 3 additional health from that, right? So that... And then Disneymer's turn happens. And they strike Spike twice, taking 8 damage. Yeah, that'll do it. You know, the nightmarish thing is if that had gone on Spike, it would have been fine. I just didn't think about the fact that Disneymer was going to be following up with an attack, unfortunately. I looked at the board and I was like, oh yeah, Disneymer is attacking this turn. I've accounted for that attack. That's the attack that kills Splinter. Da-da-da-da. And then immediately stopped. Yeah. That was not a great way to die. Alas, we have unlocked a new pet by getting the 6-time combo. And we've summoned all but 1 ally, unfortunately, in order to get a new pickup. New Frost Guardian has ascended. Pet House has trained Lil Ghazi. While active, add 1 damage to all allies. You know, if that's all I managed to do with this episode is unlock that cute thing, it was an episode well spent. Alas. For the moment, my name is Rhapsody. Misplace happened. Top left is a serious playlist for all the content of the Game Pass for the future. Some of them have misplace, some of them also do, but succeed in spite of them. String past the names of people so general see supporting the Republic on patreon.com/Rhapsody plays out. A brother thank you and a special thanks this episode to Disneymer. Hopefully you'll be enjoying yourselves and hopefully see you all next time.